Okay, we're recording.
Okay. Let me send a reminder real quick. I was doing a one-on-one call with Kate earlier. Okay, so this is good for new coaches. I am just gonna walk you through the process of like the process that I use when I am sending invites, and then when someone says like, yeah, like I'm all in, what's like, what do I do? So depending on what they need, I still use sometimes I'll use a link, like the BB links. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. Or the share cart, which is the most common one. And so a lot of times lately, ever since like for the last couple of months, like I've changed my like dialect as far as like, okay, instead of like you send the link and then you're just like waiting. Like, are they going to tell me when they buy? Or am I going to stalk my coach office and see if they purchase and whatever? So a lot of times when I send the email and I say, hey, email sent, let me know if you can't find it. Because sometimes it does go to spam and sometimes they just don't get it. And they'll say, okay, I'm checking it now. And I'm like, okay, great. Send me confirmation once you purchase and I'll add you to the boot camp. And so that way they feel like they have to let me know in order to get in the boot camp, right? Instead of me just like, hey, did you do that yet? When do you plan on doing that? And like, everyone's like patiently waiting for everyone to like hit purchase. And a ton of people are like, okay, done. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to send you, and this is what else I say. I say, send me confirmation and I'll add you to the boot camp and I will send you a welcome email. And that's really what I want to show you guys today is the welcome email that I send, because there are so many people who, especially as a new coach, you get them set up with a challenge pack and then you plug them into the boot camp, and then all of a sudden you're getting messages like, hey, well, where do I find the meal plan? And hey, how do I do this? And hey, how do I do that? And instead of the back and forth, which is totally fine, you can, I send them an email, which is like a PDF explaining everything that they need to know about everything that they just received. And they can choose to read it or not. I mean, you can't make them, but it just kind of it makes it easier for you. And it's something that they can always go back on if they are like, oh, I don't know where this is. Maybe it's in that email. And I'm gonna send the link for Kelsey to share it with you guys, and you guys can totally like, all you have to do is make a copy of the whole PDF. You can replace my picture with your picture, just read through the information and make sure that you're like putting your cell phone number in and not mine, and your website and things like that. Or you could simply just like take it, and if you like it the way that it is, again, use it, create it however you want, or you can just simply go off of it and make a version exactly for you, how you want it to look for you. But it's there for you guys to use. So I am going to share my screen and show you guys. And I do need to upgrade this, because the programs are gonna, like, the challenge packs are now going to be coming with the nutrition programs. But for now, I'm going to show you what I send.
Yeah, and I have one, Mel, that I just updated for MBF that I could
Oh,
share.
good.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it says some stuff about the nutrition.
Okay. Let's see. I need to keep moving, you guys. Okay. If I can find it. Probably way down here. Okay. So as soon as they purchase and they've sent me confirmation of purchase, I send them this. And it's in a PDF email. And so this basically just says, welcome, let's get started right. Congrats, I'm so excited. I want to ensure that you're set up for success the right way. This is a step-by-step guide on how to prepare for participation in your first boot camp group. And so you can, if the new coaches are not familiar with Canva, you just got to go in and mess with it. I mean, these templates, like this whole like scenery, like the gray background, like there are different templates and presentations that you can pick over here on the side. If it's just basically like old school PowerPoint. And like, I feel like anyone younger than us would not know what PowerPoint is. And so you go down to the second page and it kind of just explains Beachbody, how they download it, where they can get it on their computer, whether they're using Fire Stick, Apple, Roku, and things like that. And the really cool thing about Canva is that you can put in links. So like when they get it, it'll take them to, you can send them to like a Beachbody on Demand, like the website and everything through the Canva. When you get your package, this is just for the base package. Obviously, if they're going to sign up with like a program specific, then they're going to see all the other stuff that they get. And then,
Oh, I have a question. If you don't mind. Where does your video go that says click on the package screen?
So,
or the one, open your package. What is that video?
Yeah.
That looks cool.
So this is, let me see if the link is on here, because my friend, I don't know if it'll let me open it. So this is from my friend. I got this from my friend. And then that's the other thing that you're going to learn as a new coach is that you're like, I don't want you to think that I made this because I didn't. Like, there's so much stuff everywhere with all of the Beachbody people that has been created and passed on and passed on and passed on. So if I made this, like, first of all, it would never look like this. Also, I'm not this creative. I don't know, Kelsey. I don't know if this one has a link. I need to
click that, click that and then click up, wait, yeah,
hold on, you're in my way. Okay, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, click that and then up there, yeah, copy that. And like, if you just hit control, yeah.
I know that.
Wonder where it goes. No, it's no big deal. I was just curious.
No, I know. And I know that I changed all of it to my coach ID.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Yeah. And you can even like, I did for a while, I did like a video of, oh, okay. So like getting started.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that that was a video. Yeah. So don't recreate the wheel.
Right. It's funny because when I asked my friend for this, I was like, how do you make this? Oh my God, this is a play button. Where does it take you? She's like, you have to put your link in. I'm like, what link? How do you do links? And she's like, the little chain thing. Are you like, do you not know anything about technology? I was like, yeah, no, I don't. Okay. And so then it kind of breaks down the nutrition, which is obviously going to have to be modified a little bit now since they're going to get access to 2 nutrition programs, which is so freaking amazing. And then just kind of breaking down Shakeology, nutrition, manage your account. This one's important. This one's very important because me and Kelsey were just talking about it. A lot of times people don't read the small print and they don't know that they're going to get charged home direct with their Shakeology. There are 2 major benefits of having your Shakeology. This explains why it's important to have it on home direct because they get the $2 shipping. And then it also explains to them how they can manage your subscription because everybody gets the text message. How do I cancel my Shakeology? How do I postpone this? How do I change the date? How do I change the flavor? This little graphic right here makes it so simple for them. And then also something really good to do is like 2 weeks after they sign up, 2 or 3 weeks after they sign up, you can obviously just do a normal check-in with them, like, hey, just want to check in, make sure you got your package, did you get started, yada yada. I want to let you know that your Shakeology or performance line is due to ship next week. There are a couple options. You give them all these options, whether they want to skip, cancel, change the flavor, or they can sign up to get that discount moving forward because they had already purchased a challenge pack within that 30 days. So they can get that coach sign up fee waived, which is $40. So it's just really important to check in with them. And obviously, like you sold them the challenge pack and you've had conversation with them back and forth, and just kind of touch base with them. Like, a lot of them will be excited and they'll text you like, I got my stuff today. And so I always just say like, yay, I'm so excited. Do you have a start date? Let me know if you have any questions regarding the meal plan. Just letting them know that you're there is super important, and tracking your journey. And this is kind of like the big gulp, like you gotta like, oh crap, okay, now I gotta take the before photos. And this is really important just to encourage people, because people obsess over the scale. We all do it, and these people are exactly where you once were. And so, just let them know, like, if you want to share, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just want you to know that pictures are worth 1,000 words, and you'll want this. You'll want this later on down the road. And then letting them know that they have Fixate. So many people don't know about Fixate when they get signed up, and it's so amazing. In every single boot camp, what's everyone making? I'm so tired of making 2 meals for me and my family. And it's like, girl, you don't have to. You have Fixate. And so making sure that they know about Fixate is huge. Also, Alana is really good about like different recipes and things like that. But this is a gold mine inside Beachbody on Demand that people don't realize that they have. And then this is just kind of just like, we're in this together, reassuring them that we are a supportive community, like-minded women who have a common goal, best version of ourselves, no judgment zone. Feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns. As your coach, I'm here to support you and help you 100%. An action item: reach out to me once you've read this guide and tell me which program you're going to be doing and what meal plan level you're on. Need help picking a program? Just ask me. And then at the very end, it kind of just gives them the contact information that they need for Beachbody if they need to cancel, modify, or change anything. And then this gives them a link to the accountability group. And then if they're not already following me on Instagram, it leads them to me there. And then this is my direct contact information. Yep. Okay. I love you. Say night-night.
Night-night. Night-night, guys.
There's Kelsey.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Say I miss you, Kelsey.
I miss you, Clay.
There's Kate.
Hey, Clay.
Okay, I love you.
Bye.
Okay. And so, yeah, so this is just what I send them. Again, I will definitely send this to you, Kelsey. So what I do want you guys to know is that when, like, aside from the, these links down here, this will just be like your Facebook link and your Instagram link. For the Beachbody ones, all you would have to do is go here, click the link, and, well, this one doesn't need a link. This one isn't my link. You can keep that link the same. But let's see. If you see the link with the coach ID at the end right here, all you have to do is change it and put your coach ID. You don't have to change the whole link. and then just change out the picture. This just kind of touches based on everything that they're probably going to have questions about. And then if you're comfortable with giving your phone number, you can. I like hardly anyone ever texts me. I stalk my people more, and I'm like, oh, their phone number's in there, I'm going to text them, because they get more comfortable if they're like, okay, she's cool with this, you know. But yeah, so that's what I do for that. And then also, you know, this is really good information, but then you have to follow through, right? So this is just getting them started. And so if I go back here, and this is just what I do personally, you can run your challenge groups however you want, but recognition is one of the 4 vitals, and everyone loves a shout out. And so I make it a point to have a little graphic for all of my new challengers. Again, like, it's the same graphic all the time, but I'll just swap out the photo. And so our challenge group is called the Babe Cave. So we always do like Babe Alert, and we welcome them with a cute little graphic, and they think it's cute. And especially, like, I just go in and steal one of their pictures from Facebook or something like that, and I always just welcome them in the group. And I always say, you know, like for Katie, she is a breast cancer survivor. She's very recently in remission, and so she's starting with the BAR program. And so I'll either share that, or I'll just be like, tell the group a little bit about you, you know, whatever. And so they kind of feel a little bit more welcomed inside the group. And it's kind of just like, you know, like an easy way for them to start being active in the group. And so I kind of just change up the graphics a little bit for the month based on like the color theme and things like that. You know, I have this green one down here, and different stuff like that. And so those are just different ways that you can make your challengers feel welcome. Another good way to give everyone a good experience, let me see if I can find, in your challenge group, is to be active in your challenge group, right? And that means, let me see if I can get my Babe Cave. So many things. Is just commenting and responding to the comments when they do check in. It takes 0 second, you know, like 2 seconds to be like, good job, way to go, you know, you're crushing it, and things like that. And just letting them know that you are there and they're being seen. Because it takes a lot of courage for people to, 1, decide to join the boot camp, and 2, to actively post. And I know a lot of coaches, myself included, we definitely like get down in the dumps when it's like, oh, there's no engagement, and you know, whatever. So it's just letting them know that they're always being cheered on, they're always being seen, and it is a safe place, no judgment zone. And that, you know, when and if they are ever struggling with something, that there are going to be people there to support them and listen and just be there for them. You know, not everyone is going to be active and in the boot camp, and that is why it's important also to do one-on-one check-ins with people. Whether you're just like, a lot of times, like, I'll just be like going through my inbox in my Instagram, or people who are watching my stories, because a lot of my challengers watch my stories. And so, especially for the ones that aren't active in the group, like, I'll take that time to just like go through and message them, like as I'm going through and sending invites or something like that. I'll be like, oh, I haven't checked in on her in a while, and I'll just be like, hey babe, how's it going? And that's when they're like, going good. Like, I had someone who she made it very, she said, I don't want to be like, she wasn't into the whole, she's in the boot camp, but she didn't want to be actively like, you know, being shouted out and things like that, which it's a comfort thing, and that's fine. So I just check in with her randomly, and she's like, going good, I'm meal prepping actually right now. And so it's a very easy task to just do, because a lot of the people who are joining you are going to be following you anyways. And so just doing random check-ins, just like a simple text you would with a friend to just check in on them. And, you know, a lot of times they do wait for you to send that text to be like, oh yeah, actually I've been meaning to ask you, because we're all busy. We all have things going on. And so, you know, different things like that. And so, you just want your boot camp to be a really good place for like different resources. Like someone asked for a black bean burger. And so, you know, the Beachbody blog is a really great place to find recipes and share things. And so, yeah. Kelsey, is there anything else that you feel like I didn't touch on as far as like getting people started in the challenge group? Another thing is, me personally, when someone finishes their first program, I like to send them little decals. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just, it's a personal choice. It's a preference. Let me see if I have some right here. Because finishing a program is huge, and it's not anything super, you know, expensive or anything like that. But if you have a Cricut, if you know someone who has a Cricut, or you can go on Etsy and buy them, it's a tax write-off. When they finish a program, I do send them like a little card, and like I send them a little decal, and you can make them however you want. You can just buy them. Etsy has so many people who sell stuff that are Beachbody related. You can literally type in like 10 rounds decals. And so it's really cool. I don't have any on my cup, but it's just like little fun stickers for their cups, and just, you know, reminding them like, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see, you know, where you go on this journey, and, you know, whatever. Everyone loves snail mail, especially when they're not expecting it. And I even have like super sparkly pink confetti that I put inside my inside my cards, and people like get mad, but they actually love it, because confetti like you find it everywhere, even like months and months later after you clean it up. So that's also a really good tip. I am actually I'm just going to shout out one of my challengers real quick, because this girl was a Beachbody. She was a bod lead. This girl was randomly assigned to me, and she reached out to me when she was halfway through Morning Meltdown, and she just finished Morning Meltdown. And I'm going to like, the courage that it took for her to share her before and after and her journey in general, I'm actually going to splurge a little tiny bit and get her something really special, because she is a mom of twins, and she started her journey when they were 7 months old, and she just completed Morning Meltdown, and I have to show you her before and after, because I'm so freaking proud of her. Let me see. Oh, here she is. So this is Destiny, and this is her before and after. And then let me see if I can find her one that is just like so amazing. Let's see. Oh, come on. No, where did it go? Okay.
Mel, if you go to the search within the Babe Cave, just put her name in there.
Yeah, like, is it right here? Oh, no. Here we go. They keep moving everything.
They change it every other day.
I know they do. Here we go. It's incredible. I think what is like really so inspiring about Destiny is that she has asked me one time about a modification. She has never ever said anything to me about, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or this program is too much this, or whatever. And she's asked me one time about one modification. And I'm just like, I'm so impressed. I'm so freaking impressed. And I keep telling her that she needs to be a coach. And she's like, I don't think I can do it. I'm like, but you're doing it. You're inspiring people. And I'm just like, I need to get her. I'm going to send her like Ace Revolution has like this like lightning bolt necklace or bracelet. And I think I'm going to get it for her because this is huge. 100 workouts is fantastic. And it's a huge accomplishment. And so, this is just the really cool thing about running a challenge group and getting your challengers results because, you know, the money's great, but like the pride that comes from running an awesome challenge group and getting your challengers results is like second to none. And it's a really good feeling because we all know how we felt when we finished our first program and we had that support and things like that. So it's a really awesome opportunity to be the support system for other people. And your best coaches will come from your challenge group, hands down, because those are the ones that you pour into and they will feel the impact of the community and everything that you get. And so it's really, really cool. I'm sorry I don't really have that much more to share, but it's just it doesn't have to be super complicated, but sending all that information back and forth can be overwhelming sometimes, and so it's really important to have an option. It's like give them the information and they say yes, and you know it's a little bit easier and less awkward when you're like, okay, just send me confirmation when you're done. And then I'll plug you in. So it's almost like taking them step by step, like, and so you're not just like, you know, on the edge of your seat, hoping and wishing and waiting for them to make the purchase. It's just walking them through step by step. Does anyone have any questions?
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. My computer.
I can hear you.
Okay, my computer, my mouse quit working, so I couldn't unmute myself for like the last 20 minutes. I was like trying to say something. But that was really good. And I was just going to chime in a couple times that, you know, our job as coaches starts when someone signs up, and that's what differentiates ourselves from like all the other network marketing businesses out there. Not to say there's anything wrong with them, but most, like when you're selling skincare, unless you're checking in to see, I mean, you'll check in to see how their skin's doing, but you're not looking for like true results. Like this is a lifestyle change that you want people to feel forever better for. And so really giving them the most incredible journey and from the beginning, and it doesn't have to be overcomplicated, like, or you don't have to overcomplicate it. Use the template Mel shared. I can't share my screen right now. It's like my computer's freaking out, but I have one that's very similar. So we have like so many options for you guys to copy and recreate in whatever way, but don't recreate the wheel either. But like, I mean, Annie's on our call tonight and she'll tell you like her business like took off however many years ago simply from just giving people an incredible experience, and then they became coaches, because as coaches all we are like big cheerleaders for people. And you know, as we share our journey we learn more, but you're not supposed to know everything when you get started. So I think it's just a really cool opportunity to just get someone started, make their first 30-60 days amazing, because you're going to be doing it anyway. And all of a sudden, I think, especially with this launch of these challenge packs, you're going to see more and more people who are getting better results who want to pass that on to people. So we're going to double, triple, quadruple our team size.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you nailed it. Because like, just like Mel said, as soon as someone signs up, they want to get started. Like you've just invested all this time inviting them and like getting to know their story. Just give them a simple PDF and it's like, boom, I'm ready to go.
And don't feel bad about, it's hard because you're so excited for them to get started because you know how amazing it is. But I still have people who sign up and I literally never hear from them again. And I don't know if they're doing it, and they don't show up, and they very well could be doing their own thing, and they just needed, you know, they they knew you could give it to them, and so they ordered, and then they were going to do their own thing. And you know, you just get excited for other people to do it, but everyone, you know, everyone has those challengers that buy and they don't do anything, or they don't respond to you, or, you know, so just as long as you're giving them the information that they need, and, you know, they know that you're there to support them, you know, they're going to make what they want out of the situation, you know? So if they are into it and they want to use the accountability group, because the ones that are consistently showing up in the accountability group, those are the ones that are getting the results. So Annie, do you have anything to add? No.
No, I think you guys killed it. I just want that document. It's awesome. I like how it's all
Right.
in one spot. I think that's really nice for them to, if they want to like go back and reference it. And
Right.
it also just shows that you care, you know, like after it's not just like a sale. It's like now, okay, now let's get started.
Yeah. Right. And people like think that it's like, oh, I'm just buying something. Like, no, you're buying me and I'm not going away.
I will be texting you.
Yeah. So, okay, perfect. Short and sweet. I will send you guys the copy thing. Just make
Thank
sure,
you.
because it does say like make sure you're reading some of it, because it does say like the Babe Cave and stuff in it, and so just make sure you're changing.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I know we have some new coaches on the call and new coaches that will be watching this recording. You know, as a coach, if you're saying, okay, I don't have an accountability group, that's fine. You're not supposed to from day one, but just know that like whatever coach invited you here or as you're getting started, you'll likely just get plugged into their accountability group and then get started, you know, start posting, however your group does it. Like maybe you'll take a day, a couple days, take a couple weeks. And then the hope is like you will just decide what's best for your challengers and go partner with another coach, create your own group, but don't overthink the groups either. It's just a place that people need accountability, whether it's a text thread, whether it's a bod group, whether it's a Facebook group, whatever it is. You just want your people to get results, and it doesn't matter how you get them the information. So when you hear challenge group, just know that you know, your coach, your own coach will get you plugged into theirs. And then from there, you can decide how you want to give your customers, as you start to get customers, support. But do what's most natural to you.
The number of people in your challenge group does not make or break the success of your challenge group. So a 4-person challenge group can be just as successful, if not more successful, than a challenge group with 300, you know? So don't ever feel like a challenge group is pointless because you only have 2 challengers. Like, that's a very small and intimate place. And so it has to start somewhere. So it's only going to grow. And honestly, it's kind of fun to start small like that and then to watch it grow into something amazing. Because the less people, like when you're starting out, even if it is just you have 2 challengers or 3 challengers, those people are really going to get to know each other, and the support and the relationships that can build in such a small group can grow into something really amazing. So don't get discouraged because you don't have a group of 50 people or, you know, a huge challenge group. Everyone has to start somewhere, and just let it roll month to month. And just plug everybody in, and just make sure that you're creating the energy that you want, and you know, just stay committed to your own journey, because people will feed off of your energy. So
yeah, that's like a good reminder, because I get like, especially now with launches, I get like super energetic about talking about it, but it's like if I don't carry that over to my challenge group or wherever I'm putting these people, then they're likely not gonna, you know, stick around, or they're not gonna stay. But if you just be like the same way you just talked about MBF, and then you take it to that group, then you'll keep creating like success and creating awesome challengers.
Right. Alrighty. I still hear feet walking around upstairs, so I have to go put that little toddler to bed.
All right, I'll send you guys the recording, and we'll send out the links of these documents that are awesome.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for getting on the call, guys.
All right,
Bye.
have a good night. Bye.
Bye, guys.